Shalom, shalom. This is Yael Ezra Ben Levy. This is going to be a very quick video. I would definitely not hold y'all long. I was just thinking how amazing it is that over the years, decades, half century, or even maybe a century, that there has been this great awakening of God's people, waking up to the knowledge of self, the knowledge of who they are, their nationality, but most of all, who the Creator is to them, and who the Creator actually is, and even who He isn't. And in the midst of this great awakening, we all thought, when we come into the knowledge of self, knowing who we are, our nationality, our land, our culture, our constitution, which is the Torah, knowing who God really is, knowing God's name, and embracing the Torah, the constitution that God gave to us through His servant and our master teacher Moses, that there will be unity, that there will be love and mutual respect for one another. But sadly, the very opposite has happened. We have become awoken, and some of the things that have awoken in us is division, hatred, malice towards one another. It is heartbreaking. It is sad. It brings anguish to see exactly where we are at and how we have fallen. I have never seen, over the last few years, I have never seen so much hate and division and fallacy come from a people that's supposed to be awoke, that supposed to come together in unity. We have no unity. It seems that we have no love, no mutual respect, no honor for one another. We have honestly become our own worst enemy. And it is a sad thing to see, to hear. I be a part of many of these social media groups, and all I see is hatred with some sprinkling of love and respect and honor and compassion, even for those that may disagree with our viewpoints and how we see things, but there still remain mutual love and respect for one another, even though we adamantly may disagree. But what we see more of is this great, overwhelming division, hatred, doctrinal confusion, and people's hatred has filtered how they view the Torah, on how they should teach. What they think is the Torah is actually being filtered through their own personal hatred. They're teaching a Torah, in my honest opinion, which is not the Torah that was handed down to us. And it is very saddening to see how this great awakening has seemed to only awaken such unholiness, such profane speech and behavior from a people that is supposed to be a holy, set apart people. And I'm about to close this video because I basically said everything that I wanted to say. We are corporately, we are in a sad state right now. And it's time for us to do some really deep soul searching and to really find out just who are we. Are we representing the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Are we the people of the book in their righteousness? Because we seem to be emulating more the people of the book when they was in their unrighteousness, when they was rebellious, when they was stiff-necked, when they was doing what they wanted to do, when they upheld their own instructions that was contrary to the instructions of Yah. That's what I seem to be seeing more of. And I don't know everything. I don't pretend that I do or even act like I do. But some things just seem to be very plain and simple what is in the text. It seems to be plain and simple. So even though I know a lot of people adamantly disagree with my views on how I see things, and they always talk about blocking and deleting, and they just see everything as being pagan. I mean, it's just so much confusing. Like we gravitate more to anything that will cause an argument. It seems like we are not happy unless we're arguing amongst ourselves. There's no real building bridges so that we could come together, so that we could link up, so that we could unify. It seems that we have mastered the art of putting up walls. Now, walls are good to keep our enemies out, but when we start erecting walls in our own lives to keep our own people out, to keep common sense out, there's indeed issues that need to be rectified within our communities. And now I'm done. I have nothing more to say at this time. So this is your brother Yael Ezra Be Living, aka Tommy Kurtad. Shalom, love, and blessings. Till next time.